God cares about faithfulness, not results. He's not looking for results. He's the one that produces the results. He's the one that produces the outcome. See, we bog ourselves down thinking we got to produce that, and he's just looking for faithfulness, right? The servants who used their talents, the ones that had 5 and 2, they both heard the same reply because what happened, they used it and it doubled. The one that had 5 got 5 more, the one that had 2 got 2 more because they used it. They were faithful. They were multiplied. In verse 21 of 25, it says, the master was full of praise. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in handling this small amount, so now I will give you many more responsibilities. Let's celebrate together. One had 5, one had 2. Both had the same response and reward. You would think the one that produced more, he should get a greater reward. Not in God's kingdom. They got the same. And that goes back to why we don't compare, because it doesn't matter about the output. It matters that you were faithful and you will still get the reward. You see in the theology of this, how God works? You know, and we feel so much pressure on this, but God is not asking you to change the world. He's asking you to be faithful with where you're at today. And so what happened immediately when the men returned, right? They're doing their thing, multiplying, one hid, right? He calls the servants to give an account of their stewardship immediately. Remember, 2 multiplied, 1 maintained. And for the 2 who multiplied, they were given, God gave them the same reward based on their faithfulness of multiplication. Now, when you think faithfulness, church, think of the definition, the words that come to mind, right? There's many definitions, right? You dependable, loyal, steadfast, true, all that, right? But what Jesus is equating faithfulness here to is multiplication. He doesn't equate it to anything else. He said you were faithful because it was multiplied. Never heard that before. And if you think about it, what's the very first commandment that God gives man in the Bible? The very first commandment. You might know it. It's in Genesis 1:28. He says, be fruitful and multiply. Now, this is not just talking about making babies, okay, church? That's part of it. Well, we think that's what he means. But you know what he's saying? He's saying that everything I give you, go and multiply it.